Now on air with the CricCom commentary team.
Welcome to all the listeners here at the CricCom Live podcast, and this is a match at the ECS, that is a European cricket that we are covering here at Germany, the ECS Germany Dresden 2023, match number 7, and it is between the Berlin CC and the RC Dresden. Toss has been done, and the Berlin CC won the toss and elected to bat first. Taking you through to the playing 11 of the Berlin CC: Sagar Kataria, the wicketkeeper; Sahil Lal, Jatinder Vasisht, Neeraj Patwari, Saddam Gill, Awais Zafari, the captain, and it is Karan Singh, Imran Bukhari, Abhilash Anantaram, and Mani Kalabai Sabapati, Chirag Mukherjee. And here it is the first over that has been done, and just a slight delay in the feed that we are getting from the stadium, and it is 6 runs on the board for the Berlin CC. One boundary was hit by Sagar Kataria and the Sahil Lal, who opened the batting. The one boundary was hit by Sahil Lal and Albin alias the bowler who started the proceedings. Taking you through to the RC Dresden playing 11: Vikas, Manjunath, Mohammadi Omid, Sandeep Kamboj, Vivek Sakankar, the captain Aminullah Hakim, the wicketkeeper Shahrukh Khan, Mustafa Khan, Rahul Grover, Belai Zadran, Albin Alias, and Azam Rajput. Talking about the points table, yes, points table says that the Berlin Cricket Academy, who are batting first, are topping the table with a couple of wins in the couple of matches. But it is just the start of this tournament, where the points table would not mean that importance as it would mean in the later half of the tournament. Here, I take this opportunity to welcome my partner in crime today in the combox. It is Shaurya Londe, who will be along with Swapnil Jadhav, myself, and we will be covering a couple of matches today. The first one, of course, this is the ECS Germany and in Dresden 2023, and the next match would be a match at the Maharaja T20 Cup, and we will be covering that as well. So stay tuned with us for the entire day. And in India, it is the Independence Day of the nation, 77th Independence Day, and a very a good start to this match as well, because the Berlin cricket team is very much in contact with a good momentum. That is a beautiful start, because in the first 8 balls they have got 2 boundaries underway and 10 runs on the board without losing a wicket. Yes, and it is Bilal Zadran, if I'm not wrong, yes, Bilal Zadran, the bowler, who is bowling the second over of this match, and it will be interesting to see what he does, because if he does not get the wickets up frontly, it will be troubled times for his team. And it is that juncture where we talk about some momentum to be on both sides, because if at all they happen to not get wickets up frontly, it can be a dangerous situation here. Dangerous as in just that situation where you would be expecting more runs to be scored and not in a position to make sure that you restrict the team on a lower score. Now wide down the leg side by Bilal Zadran.
Yes, that's some good bowling there by Bilal Zadran and Lal and Kataria, both the batters, Sahil Lal and Sagar Kataria. First over, some boundaries coming in for them. The runs have been flowing, but they would be needing to striking a bit more. ECS now has reached to Germany. The whole tour of Europe by ECS has been going on quite so great here. First, we saw it in Hungary, we saw it in Czechia, we saw it in Switzerland, and now it is the time for the Germans to play some cricket. as this time it is Sahil Lal who goes down the ground and towards the long on region. A very, very spectacular 4 by him. A very good boundary there, and the bowler at this point going a bit expensive. 16 runs on the board, and Zadran would be needing a breakthrough here. If Sahil Khan and Sagar Kataria would go in this flow, they would bat just the way they are doing right now. The bowling team can see a pretty good total, as this time it is Sahil Lal who takes the aerial route but misses the opportunity to clear the boundary, didn't time the ball quite so well and loses his wicket here. First wicket gone, and it is Zadran who strikes quite so well. Couldn't time, he wanted to hit the ball towards the mid wicket, Sahil, and missed that opportunity quite so well. First wicket gone for the bowling team. It is Bilal Zadran who gets his first wicket, and the runs on board is 16 for the loss of 1 wicket.
And I apologize for giving you some information that I might have faltered on. The Berlin CC and the Berlin Cricket Academy are two different teams. The Berlin Cricket Academy is topping the table with 2 wins, and the Berlin CC, who played the previous match against the Berlin CC team, which played the match against the ACB Combines, lost the match because they were expected to defend a total of 100, and which was not defended by their bowlers, and that resulted in a downfall. So here they have elected to bat first, so they will try to get a big score, because after being asked to bat first, they did not get a good total, because only 100 was the score they managed in 10 overs after losing 9 wickets, and the ACB Combines chased the 100 runs in just 7 overs, and they lost only 3 wickets. Here in the present match, it is at the end of 2 overs, it is 20 for 1 for the Berlin CC team.
हेलो नमस्ते सत श्री अकाल, मेरा नाम है आयुष रूंगटा और आप सुन रहे हैं मेरा शो स्टैट्स अनप्लग्ड क्रिकॉन के इस बेहतरीन ऐप पे। आपका बहुत तहे दिल से स्वागत करना चाहूंगा। मैं शुक्रगुजार हूं कि आप हमारे साथ जुड़े और आपको बिल्कुल निराश नहीं करेंगे। जी हाँ, हम देते रहेंगे आपको ऐसी चटपटी खबरें, ऐसी बातें बताएंगे जो आपके होश उड़ा देंगी, आपने कभी नहीं सुनी होंगी। और अगर आप फैंटेसी लीग्स में एक्टिव है तो वहां पे भी जानने को मिलेंगे आपको बहुत अच्छे राज। तो फिर देर किस बात की, जुड़े रहिए हमारे साथ क्रिकॉन के ऐप पे और मेरे पर्सनल पॉडकास्ट पे जिसका नाम है स्टैट्स अनप्लग्ड। दिस इज योर होस्ट, आपका दोस्त आयुष रूंगटा। थैंक यू।
एड्स कितने अनोइंग होते हैं ना, बट डू यू नो व्हाट्स नॉट अनोइंग? माय शो कॉल्ड फ्रॉम द आर्काइव्स, जिसमें मैं आपको ले जाऊंगा एक टाइम मशीन में और हर हफ्ते क्रिकेट से रिलेटेड एक नई और अनोखी कहानी आप तक ले आऊंगा। कहां पर?
2 overs done, and it is the third over which will be bowled by Albin Alias, and he is a good bowler who is having some pace in his deliveries, but he has to just make sure that he gets wickets for his team. Otherwise, it will be a difficult task for him to help his team get back to a good score. Because what happens here is sometimes when you are in a match where you know that the team batting first has lost the earlier match, you tend to get on top of them, and here they are getting on top of them because it's the second wicket going down for the Berlin CC. And 24 runs on the board only, and it is the third over which is in progress. Albin Alias getting all important wicket here. Bilal Zadran got the first wicket in his previous over in the second over of the in the innings, and here it is yet another wicket that has gone down. A partnership of Sagar Kataria's and Jatinder Vashist's come to an end. Here it is Mohammad Omid taking the catch of Sagar Kataria, the wicketkeeper of the Berlin CC, departing for 10 runs in the 9 balls he faced, and a couple of boundaries that he hit. So not a bad start either for both the teams, but neither a good start for the batting team. Personally, if I'll tell you, 24 for 2 is a score they wouldn't have expected in 2.3 overs, because wickets, sometimes when you need them, it can cause troubles to you. Jatinder Vasisht is now joined by a new partner, and he will have to make sure that Neeraj Patwari has a long stay on the crease, because if they again falter in making a big total on the board, I think the going might be more difficult. Yes, and Albin Alias, he'll be going to Neeraj Patwari. He is into runs, Neeraj, and when you see players like him, when you see players like him coming to the rescue, it is always, just that momentum they carry with them. Now, a bit of footwork inside the circle, allowing the ball to reach the boundary towards the covers region. And what a shot that is. A beautiful looking cover drive. And there was a fielder at extra cover, would not field the ball, and it has gone past him. And not extra cover, it is the covers that he has surpassed. And beautiful looking boundary coming his way. And for the time being, it is going to be a session where you need to score runs and you need to get the big totals on the board. If not now, it is going to be difficult for them to just set a good total. They have to be in a good touch. But here it is. Is it a wicket? Yes, it is. I think so. It's a wicket now. Oh, no, it's not a wicket. The ball just bumped and it went straight to the bowler. So a good looking start to this third over of this innings. And he has given only a 4 that passed the covers region. But apart from that, it is not such a bad start. And from the Berlin CC, there is no player who has made it up to the first 10 players in the most run getters. And the ball is in the air. Who takes it? Nobody. 3 fielders were watching the ball coming. They were waiting and waiting and waiting. The ball just landed in midst of the triangular shape that was formed by 3 fielders. And the batter had already given up. The player from mid-off ran all the way towards the mid-on the region where there was a fielder just at the short mid-wicket who could not come across and take the catch. So after the end of 3 overs, it is 29 for 2.
हेलो नमस्ते सत श्री अकाल, मेरा नाम है आयुष रूंगटा और आप सुन रहे हैं मेरा शो स्टैट्स अनप्लग्ड क्रिकॉन के इस बेहतरीन ऐप पे। आपका बहुत तहे दिल से स्वागत करना चाहूंगा। मैं शुक्रगुजार हूं कि आप हमारे साथ जुड़े और आपको बिल्कुल निराश नहीं करेंगे। जी हाँ, हम देते रहेंगे आपको ऐसी चटपटी खबरें, ऐसी बातें बताएंगे जो आपके होश उड़ा देंगी, आपने कभी नहीं सुनी होंगी। और अगर आप फैंटेसी लीग्स में एक्टिव है तो वहां पे भी जानने को मिलेंगे आपको बहुत अच्छे राज। तो फिर देर किस बात की, जुड़े रहिए हमारे साथ क्रिकॉन के ऐप पे और मेरे पर्सनल पॉडकास्ट पे जिसका नाम है स्टैट्स अनप्लग्ड। दिस इज योर होस्ट, आपका दोस्त आयुष रूंगटा। थैंक यू।
एड्स कितने अनोइंग होते हैं ना, बट डू यू नो व्हाट्स नॉट अनोइंग?
3 overs done, 29 for 2 are the Berlin CC, and the projected score now says they can get 100 because wide down the leg side means that 30 runs on the board without a ball being bowled in the 4th over. It is going to be a tough task for them if they are not into the runs. Shah Rukh Khan will try to just curtail, but now he's given out a length delivery which has been just pulled on the front foot towards the deep mid-wicket region for a maximum 36 on the board for the loss of 2 wickets in 3.1. It is Jatinder Vasisht and Neeraj Patwari who are getting into the act, and especially from the presence of Neeraj Patwari, the left-hander, he is looking like he's going for the kill from ball number 1.
Yes, he is looking to get some odd runs here because 2 wickets lost. First in the over bowled by Albin, and before that it was Zadran. Now Shah Rukh Khan, can he get another breakthrough here? It is Neeraj Patwari who is going for all the big runs, who is hitting the ball quite so well, has the timing with him, a boundary earlier on the over, and it is Jitendra Vashisht who is on the other end. He will be also needing to score some runs. He is quite capable of, but it is now Shah Rukh Khan going down the leg side and bowling wide out there. Wide for no reason at all. And as my friend Swapnil said, it is the Independence Day in India, and in Germany we'll be covering these games. So if you are someone who is listening from India or are from an Indian audience, happy Independence Day to you. And yes, coming back to the game, it is Neeraj Patwari who is just talking in boundaries right now. This time towards the mid-wicket region, just sweep the ball and got a very, very gorgeous 4 here. He is playing in quite a strive, 15 of just 5. That is some good kind of batting, and he is helping the bowling CC team to put up some good totals. With the current run rate of 12.3, the projected score looks at around 120. But we have seen in ECS that 120s in scores like such can be chased on, so they would be striving to have some change in the current run rate. As this time again, Shah Rukh Khan going down the leg again and bowling a wide again, and good running between the wickets by Jitendra Vashisht and Neeraj Patwari. And now Shah Rukh Khan would be needing to have a good line and length for him. He is just bowling down the leg, and that is not helping him whatsoever. If he is bowling down the leg or towards the batter, he is bowling a length delivery, and Neeraj Patwari is just logging that ball towards the boundary. So it would be now all upon Shah Rukh Khan. After 2 breakthroughs gotten by his fellow bowlers, he would be needing to get that breakthrough as well. This time a better delivery, a better line, a better length, and it would be just a couple of runs. 3 balls done. It is 44. 3 balls of this over done, and it is 44 on the scoreboard with the loss of 2 wickets. But now it is Neeraj Patwari who is looking in a good stride, who is looking in a good form. We are in the 4th over right now, so in T10 every balls are important. But at this stage, if you are at a total of 45 or 50, you are as a batter, your team has been doing a good job here. And Neeraj Patwari and Jitendra Vashisht are looking to do that quite so well. This time, fuller delivery by Shah Rukh Khan, and outside the off stump, a very, very good swinging ball here. The keeper behind the stumps has been appealing as well. If that is given, that has edged the bat and it would be out. But the umpire says no. It is Jitendra Vashisht who has faced a second delivery. He started off with a boundary. To continue the momentum, he would have to hit more of that. And this time, he goes towards the fine leg region. He pulls the ball to third down. After the loss of second wicket, are building up a very, very good, building on a very good partnership here. 8 of 3 here for Jitendra Vashisht, and both of the batters are targeting now Shah Rukh Khan. 20 runs off this over. He wouldn't be happy. He wouldn't be happy at all. And the projected score just jumping 10 more runs. So it was 120 to delivery early, and now has jumped to 132. But nevertheless, they would be wanting a bit more delivery towards the outside the off, and wanted to drive it Jitendra Vashisht, but gave it to the fielder. It would be a dot to end the over. It is 49 for 2 after 4 overs.
Prepare yourself to be engulfed in the grandeur of cricket with the Crickong app. Immerse into our captivating podcast, coupled with live commentary, covering an extensive spectrum of exhilarating matches. From international showdowns to heart-stopping T20 leagues, join us as we guide you through an unparalleled cricketing expedition. Don't let the excitement pass you by. Unleash your inner cricket aficionado. Exclusively on the Crickong app.
Prepare yourself to be engulfed in the grandeur of cricket with the Crickong app. Immerse into our captivating podcast, coupled with live commentary covering an extensive spectrum of exhilarating matches. From international showdowns to heart-stopping leagues, our app boasts an extensive lineup. Join us as we guide you through an unparalleled cricketing expedition exclusively on the Crickong app. Don't let the excitement pass you by. Unleash your inner cricket aficionado. Don't be a mere spectator. Become an active participant in the thrill with Crickong. Our podcast acts as your gateway into the cricketing universe, while our match predictions become your secret arsenal to intensify the excitement. Stay tuned, stay curious, and let Crickong accompany you through every delivery, boundary, and game-changing moment. Embrace the delightful unpredictability of cricket matches exclusively on the Crickong app.
Don't be a mere...
Start of fifth over and 50 up for the Berlin CC. They will look for a turnaround from here on. Only 2 wickets that they have lost, and now went on the back foot, pulled it towards the backward square leg region in the deep there of the fielder, but the ball just landed beyond the boundary rope. Beautiful looking shot that is. And here it is Jatinder Vasisht, the right hander, who's taking Rahul Grover on the upright from the first ball. A single first up by the batter Neeraj Patwari, and then it is Jatinder Vasisht who smashes it over the square leg region in the deep backward to the square, and 6 to just brilliantly save this over. And now the third ball been taken for a single and getting the left hander on strike. Neeraj Patwari 17 of 7. Vasisht is batting on 15 of 6. So good looking partnership building here, and they need to carry on towards the end of the 10th over. Rather a very, very good delivery here by Rahul Grover, and a single added to it. 9 runs in the first 4 deliveries from Rahul Grover, and he is bowling the first over of his spell, the 5th of this innings. 58 on the board, and they would like to enhance their scoring scheme, because if at all they want to get to a score of say 130 or 135, they need to just vary the pace of the scoring. But as I say that they need to vary the pace of the scoring, the only thing that they did not want it has just happened, as Jatinder Vasisht hands a simple catch towards the cow corner region, and it is the 3rd wicket going down for the Berlin CC, and not what the doctor ordered for the Berlin CC. They're losing their way in the middle. It is just a ball left for the 5th over to conclude, and 58 for 3 is the score. It was a flighted delivery. It widened the eyes of the batter, and he went for an ambitious looking drive, a flighted drive, a lofted drive, and he just managed to hold out in the deep to the field. And it is just that momentum that they would require. And Jatinder Vasisht caught by Bilal Jadran on the bowling of Rahul Grover. Now it is Saddam Gill who is come to the centre to join Neeraj Patwari. We'll have to see what Rahul Grover does on the last ball of the 5th over. He bowls a straight delivery. The batter hits it straight towards the bowler, and there is a long one who will come across, and Bilal Jadran just fields it very well before the boundary line. A single to end the over. 59 for 3 in 5.
Prepare yourself to be engulfed in the grandeur of cricket with the Crickong app. Immerse into our captivating podcast, coupled with live commentary covering an extensive spectrum of exhilarating matches. From international showdowns to heart-stopping T20 leagues, join us as we guide you through an unparalleled cricketing expedition. Don't let the excitement pass you by. Unleash your inner cricket aficionado. Exclusively on the Crickong app.
Prepare yourself to be engulfed in the grandeur of cricket with the Crickong app. Immerse into our captivating podcast, coupled with live commentary covering an extensive spectrum of exhilarating matches. From international showdowns to heart-stopping leagues, our app boasts an extensive lineup. Join us as we guide you through an unparalleled cricketing expedition exclusively on the Crickong app. Don't let the excitement pass you by.
back live. This is the sixth over, and the sixth over is started with a boundary. What a good shot over the covers, and just a couple of bounces and straight into the boundary line. It is Vivek Sakankar who is come to bowl the sixth over of this innings, and he is a captain of the team as well. So he will know exactly what is the strategy that they discussed and decided to carry in the field when they are, putting their skill to test in order to restrict the Berlin CC on a lower total. That was just angled into the right-hander. He missed it completely, did not connect. He wanted to get a heave over the deep mid-wicket region, but it was not in control of the batter, and the ball went to the boundary. But although that was a boundary, it was not a confident and a momentum-giving shot. 67 for 3 in 5.2.
Yes, and there is Saddam Gill, who has just continued the momentum, and he is continuing quite so well here, which was the momentum which was given by the batters in Patwari, who is batting, and Vaishist, who both were having a good partnership. And now it is Saddam Gill who will be wanting to go for those big runs. Yes, 3 wickets are lost, but in ECS now it is the tail end of the innings here, and they would be needing to put up a big score, and it is Neeraj Patwari who clears the boundary towards the mid-wicket region and clears it with a lot of margin there. The ball has gone quite so back, and a very, very handsome 6 by Neeraj Patwari. 24 of just 9 here. A very good spell of bat by Neeraj Patwari. It is Nandakumar Sakankar now who is bowling, and Neeraj Patwari striking once again. This time cuts the ball, a very good time shot. It was a late cut towards the deep third region, and a very, very good, very, very neatly timed shot it was by Neeraj Patwari. And he is not just logging the balls, he's also placing the balls, he's timing the balls with quite a good perfection. This time driven it in the covers region. Will it be a 4? No, a fielder there, the extra covers fielder running to save the boundary, and it will be just a single here. 79 for 3 is the score after 6th over.
Prepare yourself to be engulfed in the grandeur of cricket with the Crickong app. Immerse into our captivating podcast, coupled with live commentary, covering an extensive spectrum of exhilarating matches. From international showdowns to heart-stopping T20 leagues, join us as we guide you through an unparalleled cricketing expedition. Don't let the excitement pass you by. Unleash your inner cricket aficionado. Exclusively on the Crickong app.
Prepare yourself to be engulfed in the grandeur of cricket with the Crickong app. Immerse into our captivating...
Swing and a miss by the batter, left-hander Neeraj Patwari, because this is the 7th over in progress. And why wouldn't he go for big runs? Because from now on, if they do not collect runs, it will be difficult for them to go for a big score. 80 on the board in the 7th over. The 2 balls have been bowled in this over. And it is Rahul Grover who's bowling his 2nd over. Here, it is very important to understand 80 are on the board in the 7th over. Almost we're halfway through. This is the 3rd delivery of the 7th over, which will be bowled by Rahul Grover to Vasist. And it is, no, not Vasist, excuse me. It is Saddam Gill. And now Neeraj Patwari is on strike with that single straight back. The bowler's left hand, and it went towards the long off region where the fielder was there to collect the ball and throw it back to the bowler. 81 for 3 in 6.3 from here on. The projected score, if they go by this run rate, would be 122, but they would be eyeing for the 130 mark somewhere, and it is now been played towards the onside for yet another single towards the deep mid-wicket region. Excuse me, again, it is the widest long on region where the ball was played. Berlin CC 82 for 3 in 6.4. Might have been a not so good start, but they are going to get all those runs. Good effort there, and he saved a certain 6. And the ball did not even cross the boundary rope, so it just fell from the hands and it got stuck into the ground, and it did not move an inch. So the bowler would be quite happy that the fielder made an effort to take the catch, but he did not take the catch, and neither did the ball reach the boundary, and nor did the fielder's hand or foot touch the boundary ropes. That is a good effort in the deep by Belal Zadran. And Rahul Grover almost got a wicket. Here it is 82 for 3 in 6.4. Once again driven towards the offside, straight into the hands of the fielder at the deep at long off region. And it is the over for Rahul Grover. 2 overs done for him. 13 runs and 1 wicket. 83 for 3.
Prepare yourself to be engulfed in the grandeur of cricket with the Crickong app. Immerse into our captivating podcast, coupled with live commentary, covering an extensive spectrum of exhilarating matches. From international showdowns to heart-stopping T20 leagues, join us as we guide you through an unparalleled cricketing expedition. Don't let the excitement pass you by. Unleash your inner cricket aficionado. Exclusively on the Crickong app.
Prepare yourself to be engulfed in the grandeur of cricket with the Crickong app. Immerse into our captivating podcast, coupled with live commentary, covering an extensive spectrum of exhilarating matches. From international showdowns to heart-stopping leagues, our app boasts an extensive lineup. Join us as we guide you through an unparalleled cricketing expedition exclusively on the Crickong app. Don't let the excitement pass you by. Unleash your inner cricket aficionado. Don't be a mere spectator. Become an active participant in the thrill with Crickong. Our podcast acts as your gateway into the cricketing universe, while our match predictions become your secret arsenal to intensify the excitement. Stay tuned, stay curious, and let Crickong accompany you through every delivery, boundary, and game-changing moment. Embrace the delightful unpredictability of cricket matches exclusively on the Crickong app.
Don't be a mere spectator. Become an active participant in the thrill with Crickong app. Our podcast acts as your gateway into the cricketing universe, while our match predictions become your secret arsenal to intensify the excitement. Stay tuned, stay curious, and let Crickong accompany you through every delivery, boundary, and game-changing moment. Embrace the delightful unpredictability of cricket matches. Prepare yourself to be engulfed in the grandeur of cricket with the Crickong app. Immerse into our captivating podcast, coupled with live commentary, covering an extensive spectrum of exhilarating matches. From international showdowns to heart-stopping T20 leagues, join us as we guide you through an unparalleled cricketing expedition. Don't let the excitement pass you by. Unleash your inner cricket aficionado. Exclusively on the Crickong app.
Prepare yourself to be engulfed in the grandeur of cricket.
And the start of the 8th over is not so good for the bowling team, because it is a boundary that has been conceded by the RC Dresden team, and he has actually had no answer to the question earlier, but now he's got all the answers in the book. Neeraj Patwari, the man of the moment, 38 of 16. And Sandeep Kamboj is getting all the treatment that he deserves, because that are simple deliveries that he's bowling to a batter who is seeing the ball well. 39 of 17 now for Neeraj Patwari with that single towards the long on region. Saddam Gill is batting on 12. So that is a good looking set of runs that they got. First wicket fell on 16. Then there was a partnership of 8 runs. And from there on, it was a partnership of 34 between Vasist and Patwari. And from there on, Patwari has just managed to move on. And now he's got a good partnership with Saddam Gill from 58, where the third wicket fell, to get to 91. So that is 43 runs that they have added in a very good short span, hitting it in the air over the long off region for a beautiful 6. So I was talking about in 14 odd deliveries, they have got to almost 43 now, and it is a 6. So in 15 deliveries, they've got almost how many? 49 runs in the partnership. So that is good. Now he's smacked it towards the backward square leg region where there was a fielder, but he'll always run beyond the boundary line to get the ball back into the play. So he's cutting loose. Here is Neeraj Patwari, and a sense of emergency, a sense of urgency is just curbing in, and it is producing runs. 100 up for the Berlin CC team. And along with Patwari, it is Saddam Gill who is starting to break free. That is a beautiful looking lofted shot over the long off region. Beautifully timed. And on it goes for a 6er. Maximum to end the 8th over. It is going to be... no, it is not. Yes, it is end of the over. 107 for 3 in 8 overs with... the man in touch, Neeraj Patwari, along with a dashing cameo that has been played by Saddam Gill. And it never takes time for any team to get back into the game if they have a positive approach. If at all you need the confidence, it is just the runs that you need to score. It will help you in getting those runs if your positive attitude is applied on every delivery that you face. So in 8 overs, it is 108 with Neeraj Patwari on a roll that he's got to, and beautiful looking shots that he's played all around. And also Saddam Gill, who was just a partner in crime, but now he's starting to make this crime also. And it is, according to the sources, it is 55 for Neeraj Patwari. So a 50 in 20 deliveries, 19 deliveries for his 49, and then on that ball that is 6 that he hit on the last ball. Beautiful looking shot it was. And this is the innings that you need from a batter in prime touch. Now, even Saddam Gill getting into the act, and he's trying to play those aerial shots but not getting the elevation, the distance rather. He's getting the elevation. Vivek Sakankar, who is the captain of the RC Dresden team, trying his level best to get those wickets, but he's not been able to get it that confidently. 130 now looking in contention. Beautiful shots are these that have been played, and this is just going to be a test of temperament and test of application. Just inside the boundary rope that did that ball land, and a boundary on the pull shot that is played. Beautiful, only just managing to clear the rope by a distance. And so it is going to be a test of temperament and skill, along with your patience that you have kept in the first few overs, that they were not able to get those runs. But if we see now, they have got to a good start. So first over was a 6 runs over, second was a 14 run over, third one was a 9 run over. So in 3 overs they were 29 for 2. Then they got a 20 run over, or the fourth over that they are just into a good looking session where they're getting runs on will. And if they're getting runs on will, look at the Sandeep Kamboj over, the 8th over of this innings. 6-1-1, 6-4-6. So as many as 24 runs. How many overs have they scored more than 21, 2, 3 overs? And that is out of the 9 overs now. It is 9th over. Out of the 9 overs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 overs have been more than 10 runs or more than 14 runs, as we can see. That is a good combat that is going on. That is the reason why they have got to runs in this match, because the previous match they were restricted for 100 runs and they lost 9 wickets on the way. So they're now just making sure that they get enough runs on the board in order to keep their momentum high, to keep their spirits high in producing some good looking contest here. Beautifully paced innings by Neeraj Patwari, 59 of 21. Saddam Gill, the partner in crime, 14 of 10. So that is a good looking partnership that is been built here. What happens is when you lose wickets in regular intervals, it's not going to help you. It's not going to help you. 113 for 3 in 8.4, and the last wicket that fell was on 58. So 55 is the partnership that they have managed to get here. $113 for 3 in 8.4. The ECS, the tournament is just very, very important for all these players who can make it to the country team when they play on the weekends. The national side team which plays the international games here in the European cricket circuit. But in order to prove your mettle, you have to just go there and explore yourself and exploit the conditions along with the weaknesses of the opponents also. It is the 9th over in progress. Couple of swings and a miss. Now is gone. Neeraj Patwari departs and a good innings comes to an end. And he's been congratulated even by the players of the opponent team. The captain, lastly, on the last ball of the 9th over, gets a wicket, 113 for 4 after 9.
Prepare yourself to be engulfed in the grandeur of cricket with the Crickong app. Immerse into our captivating podcast, coupled with live commentary, covering an extensive spectrum of exhilarating matches. From international showdowns to heart-stopping T20 leagues, join us as we guide you through an unparalleled cricketing expedition. Don't let the excitement pass you by. Unleash your inner cricket aficionado. Exclusively on the Crickong app.
Prepare yourself to be engulfed in the grandeur of cricket with the Crickong app. Immerse into our captivating podcast, coupled with live commentary, covering an extensive spectrum of exhilarating matches. From international showdowns to heart-stopping leagues, our app boasts an extensive lineup. Join us as we guide you through an unparalleled cricketing expedition exclusively on the Crickong app. Don't let the excitement pass you by. Unleash your inner cricket aficionado. Don't be a mere spectator. Become an active participant in the thrill with Crickong. Our podcast acts.
10th over in progress. It is Bilal Sadran who bowled the second over. What was the first over? We'll just let you know. He's come to bowl with he bowled the second over of the innings, and he gave away 14 runs in that over, and he started this over with some discipline, and he is just got the wicket that they wanted. So it is a dot ball to start the over, and then it is a wicket. Then it is a wicket to just end the short stay at the crease for the player Saddam Gill, who departs on 14. Rahul Grover is the catcher at the backward square leg region in the circle. It is just that wicket they all wanted to make sure that Saddam does not create some havoc in towards the end of this innings. 4 balls, it is 4 deliveries remain in this innings, and it will be difficult for them to curtail, if at all it is not dot balls bowled. We'll see how he goes about the proceedings. Here he is. Now he gets over the point region for a good looking sixer. There was a deep point, but he needed to be 10 to 12 feet longer. Delivery that was going away from the batter towards the off stump, and it was carved over the deep point region, and a 6. So the third delivery going for a 6. A couple of deliveries that bowled by Bilal Jadran, but very, very particular. First was a seaming delivery going away from the right hander, and then it was a catch towards the backward square leg region in the circle. Now again a swing and a miss. He wanted to play it over the deep third, that uppercut, but he did not get a connection to the ball and it missed completely, going straight to the keeper and making sure that it is a dot delivery. Okay with the score. If at all they want to make a good match, they will have to make sure that they get those remaining 2 deliveries out of the park. And now, has he listened to my... Did he hear what I say? In the first place, because he's got it straight over the bowler's head for a mammoth 6. 125 for 5 after that huge 6 from Karan Singh. And boy oh boy, he just understood what it required to take your score beyond 125. He has done exactly that. 12 runs in this over so far. And this is the last ball of the first innings. A straighter one, dipping full toss, almost a Yorker length on the middle and leg stump line, and a single to complete the innings. 126 for 5 in the deputed 10 overs. After electing to bat first, the Berlin CC started slowly. Sahil Khan only 9 runs. Sagar Kataria, the wicketkeeper, going first, only 10 runs to him. So 19 of the first pair of the opening pair. Then it was Jatinder Vasisht and Neeraj Patwari who took some control of the innings, where 15 runs were made by Jatinder Vasisht and 59 were the score for Neeraj Patwari. They had a partnership of almost 34 runs between them before Jatinder Vasisht departed for 15 runs. And then it was Saddam Gill who joined the party, 14 runs to him of 12 deliveries. And at the end, it was Awais Zafar, the captain, who did not face a ball because Karan Singh made sure with a couple of sixes in 4 deliveries that he faced, 13 runs were on his name and 6 extras in that 126 made sure that they got a reputed or a respected score. In the bowling section, Albin Alias started the proceedings with the ball. 2 overs, 1 for 15. Bilal Zadran, expensive. 2 overs, 2 for 27. Shah Rukh Khan, 1 over, no wicket for 20. Rahul Grover, a couple of overs, 1 for 15. Vivek Chakankar, the captain, 1 wicket for 25 runs in his 2 overs. And Sandeep Kamboj bowling that expensive over of 24 runs in all. It was a fine effort by the batters and by the bowlers, just not enough. Or is it okay? This is the question that will be answered post we come back after the break to see the chase when the RC Dresden team batters come out to bat. Stay tuned as we will return after a short interval. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
You are listening to Flash News, brought to you by Crickon. Hello, cricket fans from around the world. Welcome to another exhilarating episode of Flash News, your go-to source for the latest and most captivating updates from the cricketing universe. I'm your host, Isha, and I am absolutely thrilled to take you through the roller coaster ride of stories that have been making waves in the cricketing world. So without further ado, let's dive straight into today's headlines. Brace yourselves, as 2 cricket stalwarts are making their way back to the international scene. KL Rahul and Shreyas Iyer, 2 power-packed middle-order batsmen, are gearing up for a potential comeback to the Indian national team. In an intra-squad simulation match held at the National Cricket Academy in Bangalore, both Rahul and Iyer showcased their skills in fine style. Rishabh Pant, our very own wicketkeeper batter, gave us a sneak peek through a video on Instagram. The duo seemed to be in their elements, perfectly coordinating singles and showing their readiness to take on the big stage once again. With the ODI World Cup and Asia Cup on the horizon, Captain Rohit Sharma and the brilliant Rahul Dravid are laser-focused on getting these 2 gems back to their best. The Asia Cup is set to kick off on 30th August, and we can't wait to see these powerhouses shine on the field. Keep those fingers crossed as the selection committee, led by Ajit Agarkar, prepares to announce the squad for the Asia Cup. And let's not forget, a special training camp is lined up in Bangalore to fine-tune the team's skills before the action begins. Cricket fans, mark your calendars. The countdown to the much-awaited 2023 ODI World Cup has begun. But hold your horses, the ticketing strategy this time around is going to be a bit different. BCCI and ICC, the masterminds behind this spectacle, have decided to release tickets in phases. Why, you ask? Well, they're aiming to prevent ticketing websites from crashing due to overwhelming demand, a lesson learned from the past. Tickets for non-India matches will hit the stands first, allowing fans to secure their spots for these clashes. And there is more. As the event unfolds, you'll have chances to snatch tickets for India's upcoming battles, including the high-voltage clash against Pakistan on 14th November. The T20I series between India and West Indies didn't go exactly as planned. And with that, the scrutiny over Hardik Pandya's captaincy and form has reached new heights. The series loss has former wicketkeeper batter Parthiv Patel expressing his concerns, stating that Hardik Pandya is still a work in progress as a captain. The spotlight falls on Pandya's strategic decisions and bowler utilization. Patel highlighted instances where Pandya's choices seemed questionable. But let's not forget, cricket is a team sport, and every player, captain included, learns from experiences to grow. On the batting front, Hardik's performance wasn't up to the mark either. The upcoming Asia Cup and series against Australia hold the key for him to regain his form and contribute significantly with the bat. In the world of fast-paced comebacks, Australia's captain Pat Cummins is gearing up for his return to international cricket. Recovering from a left wrist injury, Cummins has his eyes set on the 3-match ODI series against India, scheduled for late September. After a successful surgery and a well-deserved 6-week rest, Cummins is all set to miss Australia's ODI series against South Africa. But fear not, the iconic pacer is determined to make a grand comeback against India. What a treat that would be for cricket enthusiasts worldwide. The upcoming ODI series will be a vital preparatory ground for Cummins and his team ahead of the World Cup. So, fans, keep those cheers and best wishes ready for the return of this cricketing powerhouse. Cricket fans, the wait might soon be over. Australia's regular skipper, Meg Lanning, who took a break from cricket due to medical reasons, might be gearing up for a comeback. Stand-in captain Alyssa Healy has given us a glimpse of hope, stating that Lanning is recuperating well and might make her way back for the series against the West Indies in October. Lanning's absence has been felt, but her return would undoubtedly add a new dimension to the Australian team's dynamics. As we eagerly await her return, let's keep our fingers crossed for some exciting cricketing action. In a strategic move that has taken the cricketing world by surprise, Vanindu Hasaranga, the master of wrist spin, is reportedly contemplating retirement from Test cricket. With franchise cricket's influence growing rapidly, Hasaranga is looking to optimize his contributions in limited overs formats. The Sri Lankan sensation aims to channel his skills and energy into elevating his national team's performance in the shorter formats, where he has truly excelled. His potential retirement from Test cricket marks a significant chapter in his career, and we're excited to see how his journey unfolds. And that's a wrap for today's episode of Flash News. I hope you enjoyed the whirlwind tour of the cricketing headlines that are keeping us all on the edge of our seats. Stay tuned for more engaging podcasts and intriguing updates from the world of cricket with CrickCom. Until next time, keep that cricket fever alive and keep listening to Flash News. This is Flash News, brought to you by CrickCom.
and we are live backing. It is the Bowling CC who have given out the total of 126 and it is 127 to chase for the RC Dresden. And the two new batters arriving are Vivek Manjunatha and is Kamboj. So it is a big matchup. It is a big roundup here and a chase now working on to its glory. 6 runs off the first ball. It is Nandakumar who strikes in quite well, and it is Zafar, the bowler, bowling from the end for the Bowling CC. And at this point, it is 120 runs which are required from 59 deliveries. 7 runs on the board. This time it is Zafar who bowls outside the off stump, and it is a bit more outside. That's why it has been given as a wide. And the next ball driven away, quite so away by Nandakumar, which has been saved by fielder there. A good fielding prowess by the fielder at the mid-off region, and that's great. A single taken there by both the batters. And good running between the wicket, I would say. 8 runs on the board, and it's just second ball. The first ball of this over, a very, very, very mighty 6 by Nandakumar towards the long on region. Came down the ground and just with a lot of power cleared the boundary. Now it is Zafar who will be bowling the third ball of his. 8 runs already. He would be wanting to be a bit more economical. Away is Zafar. This time going down the leg, bowling towards the leg. It was a full delivery, and it was Sandeep Kamboj who wanted to clear the boundary as well. Went with that pull, but couldn't time it completely. And one bounce to the fielder. It would be just a single.
So they do not take the risk of just getting into a mishap by not judging the run. Now it would have been again a mishap. Why is Sandeep Kamboj wanting to get off strike? Back-to-back deliveries. He has hit straight to the fielder, and is he thinking that if he does not get a run every delivery, his team is going to suffer? On the earlier shot, it was towards the short mid-wicket inside a circle. He wanted to take that single as well, and on the following delivery, it was just behind the non-striker end. Now the ball is getting a little high on him, and he's not able to make a good contact, not allowing himself to get settled with the length of the delivery, and so he is a bit nervous, kind of a bit stuck into his own mindset that he is not able to get the ball across the boundary rope. So here, even a single batter is going well. You have to be in the supporting role. Now it's a wide down the leg side by Awais Zafar. Not going to help the cause. 10 runs on the board now already. Couple of wides that is bowled in this over. It was a 6 to start the proceedings for the chase by the RC Dresden team. Then it was a wide followed by a 6. Then it was a single. Again, there were a couple of singles taken. And now, again, a wide down the leg side, making it 10 runs on the board. Now he's cut that shot over the the backward point region where there was a deep third which was placed. He went across to his right and fielded the ball, ending the first over. 11 runs on the board without a wicket.
Prepare yourself to be engulfed in the grandeur of cricket with the Crickong app. Immerse into our captivating podcast, coupled with live commentary, covering an extensive spectrum of exhilarating matches. From international showdowns to heart-stopping T20 leagues, join us as we guide you through an unparalleled cricketing expedition. Don't let the excitement pass you by. Unleash your inner cricket aficionado. Exclusively on the Crickong app.
Prepare yourself to be engulfed in the grandeur of cricket with the Crickong app. Immerse into our captivating podcast, coupled with live commentary, covering an extensive spectrum of exhilarating matches. From international showdowns to heart-stopping leagues, our app boasts an extensive lineup Join us as we guide you through an unparalleled cricketing expedition exclusively on the Crickong app. Don't let the excitement pass you by. Unleash your inner cricket aficionado. Don't be a mere spectator.
And it is now Sandeep Kamboj who is on strike, and the bowler to bowl now is Imran Bukhari. First ball of his, a shorter delivery. It was Sandeep Kamboj who wanted to pull that shot but mistimed it completely. Towards the short third the ball went, but a comfortable single taken off that edge. 13 runs are on the board, 114 to victory, and it is Vivek Nandakumar Chakarkar who is batting now. He is looking in quite great this time again. He does the pull which Kamboj wanted to do but didn't time that at all, and straight away towards the mid-on fielder he gave away a catch, a very simple catch to the mid-on fielder, and he makes no mistake out there. The first wicket down for the RC Dresden team, and it is 13 for 1 now. Vivek Chakarkar, the captain of the Bolan CC, was looking in a very good form. He targeted the first over. The first over nearly went to 12 runs, but after that just gave away his wicket. Now it is Sandeep Kamboj, and the new batter who will be arriving will have that responsibility to get this chase flowing, as early wickets is nothing or not at all a good thing. And it is M. Khan who has arrived. It would be Mustafa Khan, and both the batters Sandeep Kamboj and Mustafa Khan will be needing to start a partnership early on. This is the second over, second ball bowled, and a wicket there for the Dresden team. They now a desperation for partnership. If they don't get here, and if the bowling team on the other hand go for those wickets, take those wickets, it would be a situation terrible for the Dresden team, as they have done well. They have started off the bowling quite so well. Yes, there were moments in which the bowling team was looking with the bats quite so well, but the bowling team came back, and a total of 120 is chaseable in T10. We have seen quite a few times that these high, I wouldn't say high, because 120 is the average score in T10, and chances of chasing it is quite well, but you have to maintain the batting, you have to keep your batters with you, and it was Khan who couldn't do that well. Again, a similar delivery by Imran Bukhari, and Mustafa Khan again going for that pull, mistiming that pull and giving away a comfortable catch. It is a golden duck. The first catch for Chakarkar was caught by Jitendra Vasisht, and now who has caught Mustafa, we'll have to wait and see, but it is a very easy catch. It was like a fielding practice given, and very slowly taken, and it was the fielder towards the a short mid wicket who got a very comfortable catch. I mean, he didn't have to do a lot, just gave it to the hands, and it is Imran Bukhari now who is on a hat-trick, 2 back-to-back wickets for Dresden team. Not a good situation. Imran Bukhari on a hat-trick, and it is Kamboj on the other hand, and Azam Rajput who has arrived on the crease. What can he do? Can Imran Bukhari go for that hat-trick, or will Azam Rajput go for those runs, or it would be a dot ball? We'll have to wait and see. Nevertheless, it is Bukhari on a hat-trick, bowling his hat-trick ball. It is 13 for 2 now. Will it be 13 for 3? We'll have to wait and see. Outside the off stump, it swung quite so well, but a very good show of timing and power by Azam Rajput, clearing the inner circle towards the long on region for a boundary. So a boundary nevertheless in this over now, and the over which started with a couple of runs, a wicket, then a 4. So mixed bag of sorts. 6 runs came in the over, but 2 very, very important wicket. Now it is Azam Rajput who is looking good in that shot, and this time towards the fine leg region, just pushed away, used the speed of the ball and used the swing for getting a good contact with the bat, and towards the fine leg region, just pushed away by Azam Rajput for a back-to-back 4. We saw back-to-back wickets and now back-to-back 4s. Last ball of this over. 21 of 2 are the resident team, and what will Imran Bukhari do? He is looking a good bowler. He is bowling some quicker deliveries here to Rajput, and Rajput using those deliveries for his benefit. This time, a Fullerton delivery towards the mid-wicket, towards the covers region. It wouldn't be any runs. Just a dot to end the over. It is 21 for 2 after 2.
Prepare yourself. Stopping to 20 leagues. Join us as we guide you through an unparalleled cricketing expedition. Don't let the excitement pass you by. Unleash your inner cricket aficionado. Exclusively on the Crickong app.
Prepare yourself to be engulfed in the grandeur of cricket with the Crickong app. Immerse into our captivating...
2 overs done, 21 for 2, and a mixed bag of sorts, as Shaurya told, is happening out there, because they weren't expected to lose quick wickets, but the score is not that of a mammoth, because now 106 required in 8 overs, so they need to just play positive cricket. Now every now and then they're trying to pull that ball towards the mid wicket or towards the widest long on or the cow corner region. They are not they're not in a good position, the batters, and Sandeep Kamboj has struggled for getting those balls away towards any region, because he's trying hard. The reason he's trying hard because he's not getting runs. The reason he's not getting runs is he's trying too hard. So that is going in tandem and in continuity. On the other hand, it is Rajput who needs to understand the gravity of the situation, Azam Rajput, and take his team away from the pressure that they have kind of entered that zone where the third over is in progress. You've got 22 for 2.3 overs done, and it is very important for players like Jatinder Vasisht to come into the party by bowling all those deliveries quickly and for economical spell, as the next ball is just played with a closed face of the bat towards the short mid-wicket region in the circle, and a single awarded to the batter Azam Rajput, getting Sandeep Kamboj on strike. And now, I just expect Jatinder Vasisht to keep Sandeep Kamboj on the strike without giving him any runs, and try to bowl those dot deliveries, taking those ball away from the right hander, just bowling that away going delivery. Now he's bowled it on the pads, and the keeper misses it, but there was a fielding effort which was very, very commendable, getting onto the ball too quickly, not allowing the batters to cross for a run. It is the last ball of the third over which will be bowled now, and 23 is the score for the loss of 2 wickets with Sandeep Kamboj on strike, and he's not in the best of the touches. And if you are finding it difficult, just play some random shots and try to just see what needs to be done. End of the three overs, it is 23 for 2.
Prepare yourself to be engulfed in the grandeur of cricket with the Crickong app. Immerse into our captivating podcast, coupled with live commentary, covering an extensive spectrum of exhilarating matches. From international showdowns to heart-stopping to 20 leagues, join us as we guide you through an unparalleled cricketing expedition. Don't let the excitement pass you by. Unleash your inner cricket aficionado. Exclusively on the Crickong app.
Prepare yourself to be engulfed in the grandeur of cricket with the Crickong app. Immerse into our captivating podcast, coupled with live commentary, covering an extensive spectrum of exhilarating matches. From international showdowns to heart-stopping leagues, our app boasts an extensive lineup. Join us as we guide you through an unparalleled cricketing expedition exclusively on the Crickong app. Don't let the excitement pass you by. Unleash your inner cricket aficionado.
3 overs done, 23 for 2. And it is a lottery shot towards the long off region for a 6. First ball of the 4th over. And Bukhari gets a treatment on the ball which was supposed to be a fuller delivery. And it was just needed to be taken towards the boundary line. And a sixer to start the 4th over. Azam Rajput is not going to leave it towards the end of the innings, as he knows what is the importance of all these runs. Because at this stage, the Berlin CC with 37 for 8 runs ahead. The wickets they lost were same. Now he has pulled it from the off stump line towards the long off region for yet another sixer. Back-to-back sixes in the second over of the spell for Bukhari. And what a turnaround will this be if he gets to those runs pretty quickly. 21 of 8 now for Azam Rajput. It is 35 runs on the board for the loss of 2 wickets in 3.2, and all of a sudden they're nearing what was achieved by the Berlin CC. 92 required in 40 deliveries. It is Imran Bukhari who is bowling. He's the second over of the spell. Now a dot delivery. A dot delivery, just making sure that he gets all the discipline right in the delivery. It is not going to help the intentions of the players of RC Dresden to get to 127, out of which they have managed to get 35. They have 8 wickets in hand, 92 required in 39 deliveries.
Yes, and Azam Rajput is using the pace of Bukhari quite so well. This time again a pacey delivery towards the long off region. Again a maximum there. He is exactly what I'm saying. He's using the pace of Imran Bukhari to get those boundaries. And if we compare it to the only dot delivery, there have been 3 sixes in this over, and that one odd dot delivery, it was a slower ball outside the off stump. So if you see, it is Azam Rajput who is utilizing the ways in which Imran Bukhari got those 2 wickets. And now it would be a change of pace, a change of line and change of length, as fuller deliveries aren't helping Rajput. This time it was a fuller delivery, but again a pacey one, and Rajput has just blasted that shot out of the park, and it is one more 6 towards the long on region. I mean, what can I say? What can I say? 4 sixes already in this over. Last ball of this over, and Imran Bukhari, who was looking in so deadly, was on a hat-trick at a certain point of time. His match has just turned, tilted, and everything has happened. 33 of 11 for Azam Rajput. Last ball of this over. Will he go for a maximum? He tried, and he will get that. Towards the cow corners region this time. A big maximum. 5 sixes of this over. The over is gone for 30 runs. And this is the same Imran Bukhari who was on a hat-trick. A spell of 2 of 40 for him. It is 53 for 2 for the Dresden team.
Prepare yourself to be engulfed in the grandeur of cricket with the Crickong app. Immerse into our captivating podcast, coupled with live commentary, covering an extensive spectrum of exhilarating matches. From international showdowns to heart-stopping T20 leagues, join us as we guide you through an unparalleled cricketing expedition. Don't let the excitement pass you by. Unleash your inner cricket aficionado. Exclusively on the Crickong app.
Prepare yourself to be engulfed in the grandeur of cricket with the Crickong app. Immerse into our captivating podcast, coupled with live commentary, covering an extensive spectrum of exhilarating matches. From international showdowns to heart-stopping leagues, our app boasts an extensive lineup. Join us as we guide you through an unparalleled cricketing expedition exclusively on the Crickong app. Don't let the excitement pass you by. Unleash your inner cricket aficionado. Don't be a mere spectator. Become an active participant in the thrill with Crickong. Our podcast acts as your gateway into the cricketing universe, while our match predictions become your secret arsenal to intensify the excitement. Stay tuned, Stay curious and let Crickong accompany you through every delivery, boundary and game-changing moment. Embrace the delightful unpredictability of cricket matches exclusively on the Crickong app.
How many times in a T10 game do you see this? First ball, a boundary towards the square leg region in the deep. There was a fielding effort which went into vain. And the second ball, the last laugh for the bowler. And not what the team wanted, but Sandeep Kamboj was never looking comfortable. And he was just trying to get all those runs away. But now here he is out. Beautifully bowled by Jatinder Vasisht. 6 runs to Sandeep Kamboj. Not a very big contribution to the scoring effort. But now he'll just go back and look at his innings where all went wrong because we are into the 5th over and he has faced only 8 deliveries. Out of that, Shah Rukh Khan comes to join Azam Rajput, and from here on they require some serious hitting because in the first 5 overs, if we talk about the scoring rate, it was almost near, but when we say that 127 is a target, you need not rest. You need to get all those sixes which are flowing now, because in this over, the over started with the boundary, then it was a wicket of the second ball, and the third ball, that is the first ball for Shah Rukh Khan, is a flighted delivery straight out of the park towards the long on region. So a good start in the first 5 overs. The Berlin CC were 59 for 3. So the time being, they are at say rather 4.4. What was the score for the Berlin CC team? 44 was the score. Now a fumble there, catch dropped there. Oh, how can you drop catches? You have to win this match, and it is going to be a costly affair if it is. Azam Rajput and Shah Rukh Khan now need to be more cautious because a drop catch will alert the efforts of the fielding team, and which can be dangerous for both the teams, as if the batter goes to make sure that his team wins, it is going to be a costly drop. End of the 5th over, it is 64 for 3.
हेलो नमस्ते सत श्री अकाल, मेरा नाम है आयुष रूंगटा और आप सुन रहे हैं मेरा शो स्टैट्स अनप्लग्ड क्रिकॉन के इस बेहतरीन ऐप पे। आपका बहुत तहे दिल से स्वागत करना चाहूंगा। मैं शुक्रगुजार हूं कि आप हमारे साथ जुड़े और आपको बिल्कुल निराश नहीं करेंगे। जी हाँ, हम देते रहेंगे आपको ऐसी चटपटी खबरें, ऐसी बातें बताएंगे जो आपके होश उड़ा देंगी, आपने कभी नहीं सुनी होंगी। और अगर आप फैंटेसी लीग्स में एक्टिव है तो वहां पे भी जानने को मिलेंगे आपको बहुत अच्छे राज। तो फिर देर किस बात की, जुड़े रहिए हमारे साथ क्रिकॉन के ऐप पे और मेरे पर्सनल पॉडकास्ट पे जिसका नाम है स्टैट्स अनप्लग्ड। दिस इज योर होस्ट, आपका दोस्त आयुष रूंगटा। थैंक यू।
It was Rajput who was dropped early on, and he just punishes the whole team, rather the whole bowling team, with a boundary. You don't drop such catches. It is Azam Rajput who is looking in a very good form. When you have a batter who is scoring you 44 of 14, as a fielder you should be more cautious about not dropping him. And now he has the license to kill. He has the runs coming him for, and this time a very, very, very good shot over the bowler's head, a bit towards the long on region, and just swayed away. He did not even use a lot of power in this shot as Azam Rajput, and just swayed away for a very, very, very good 50 of just 15. I mean, such a quick 50 by him, and he's driving the ball well. He's batting in utter perfection at this point. A delivery a bit shorter by Karan Singh, the bowler who has arrived, and Rajput punishing him again. Even if you bowl him a bit short, even if you give him a hint of room, you are going for a boundary. You are going for that bat trip. And Rajput has just scored that again. This is 56 of 16 and it is 81 of 3 wickets lost. Mind you, we are in the 6th over. It is the 3rd ball of the 6th over. The target is 127 and 46 runs now required of 27. And with the batting which Rajput is doing currently, the score can be easily changed. This time a better delivery by Karan Singh, a bit fuller, and he had the pace. He's a spinner, so he bowled it with pace this time outside the off stump and directly to the keeper. What can he do now? What can he do now? And Rajput trying to clear the boundaries again, but he can't time every single ball here. And a better delivery, I would say, rather by Karan Singh. This time a slow one, and the ball spun in quite so well. Last ball of the over. It is now Shah Rukh Khan who is on strike. Can he just end this over with a 6 and make it a very brilliant 22 runs over? I mean, deja vu much. He does do that. He clears the long on field with a sixer. It is 88 for 3 on the Dresden side's scoreboard, and it's looking quite so well for them.
Prepare yourself to be engulfed in the grandeur of cricket with the Crickong app. Immerse into our captivating podcast, coupled with live commentary covering an extensive spectrum of exhilarating matches. From international showdowns to heart-stopping T20 leagues, join us as we guide you through an unparalleled cricketing expedition. Don't let the excitement pass you by. Unleash your inner cricket aficionado. Exclusively on the Crickong app.
Prepare yourself to be engulfed in the grandeur of cricket with the Crickong app. Immerse into our captivating podcast, coupled with live commentary covering an extensive spectrum of exhilarating matches. From international showdowns to heart-stopping leagues, our app boasts an extensive lineup. Join us as we guide you through an unparalleled cricketing expedition exclusively on the Crickong app. Don't let the excitement...
Wow! Dealing in boundaries all of a sudden now. They are into the chase from nowhere. He's getting all those runs. 57 of 18 was to Azam Rajput. 61 of 19. Is he on a roll? Because if we see what has been scored, wow, for a comparison also, it is just looking dreadful from a bowling side. First over, they got a 6. In the second over, they got 2 boundaries. Third over, they got only 2 runs. Fourth over was a turning point. They got 5 sixes. Fifth over, they got a boundary and a 6. Sixth over, they got 3 sixes and 1 4. And then in the 7th over here, already 2 sixes of the first 2 deliveries. 4 and then a 6. 10 of the first 2. My oh my. In 38 legitimate deliveries that they have faced, they've got 11 sixes and 5 boundaries. And he's not stopped here. He's just going to the pitch of the ball. And that is 100 up, 104 for 3 in 6.3. They're having no answers to the question asked here or the threat possessed by Azam Rajput. Where were you, buddy? Where were you in the first match that they are playing today? The RC Dresden team creating history here, because 127 is just mere a target now. 23 in 21, they have come a long way to make sure that they do not end up losing. Beautifully struck, that is beautiful, and only beautiful is the adjective that can be used to describe. First one, the boundary was beautiful, then it was more beautiful, and then it is most beautiful. All the superlatives coming to an end. 4, 6, 6, 6. Already in the first 4 deliveries, he's got 22 runs. 17 required in 20. What do you make of this match, Mr. Shaurya.
At this point, I mean, Rajput is definitely going to end this game quite so well. But will he get his 100 here? 79 on the scoreboard. 17 runs required. That odd 4 runs by him missing out. But he doesn't care. He doesn't care whatsoever. We saw him playing in the V. This time he comes down the ground and just pulls the ball
in the area behind V.
Yeah.
So that is a back V. He's playing everything here. No matter how heighted ball you bowl, it is going to be 6 written on it. So 4 sixes and a boundary to start the over. Oh my God, this is a chase at the best. Now 11 runs to win, 15 for a century.
Yeah,
How cruel can this get?
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. That 4 odd runs. I mean, what can he do? What
Heartbreaking
can
to
he do?
see. He's turned it on its head straight away. This over is gone for 28 runs. The highest was 30 runs.
Yes.
And it might go for 34 as well. No, a miss. We all wanted to cover that last ball. We all wanted to do it. And the end of a very expensive over. 7 overs done, 116 for 3. They require 11 and 19. In 18, sorry.
Prepare yourself to be in expansive spectrum of exhilarating matches. From international showdowns to heart-stopping T20 leagues, join us as we guide you through an unparalleled cricketing expedition. Don't let the excitement pass you by. Unleash your inner cricket aficionado. Exclusively on the Crickong app.
Prepare yourself to be engulfed in the grandeur of cricket with the Crickong app. Immerse into our captivating podcast, coupled with live commentary covering an extensive spectrum of exhilarating matches. From international showdowns to heart-stopping leagues, our app boasts an extensive lineup. Join us as we guide you through an unparalleled cricketing expedition exclusively on the Crickong app. Don't let the excitement pass you by. Unleash your inner cricket aficionado. Don't be a mere spectator. Become an active participant.
Right then, how many do you need? 7. And who is the batter? Shah Rukh Khan is come to the rescue, to the rescue of the bowlers, avoiding them to bowl at Azam Rajput. 85 of 24, well supported by Shah Rukh Khan. 18 of 6, 121, only 6 required. So really get a winning run here, because when did they lose the last wicket? The third wicket that they lost was on 57. So it is 5 runs less for a 70. 6 runs less for a 70. So 64 is the partnership till now what they've got. And something very, very unusual that we see in cricket, that one team who does not show what the chase will be like. They got to a very slow start, and then after that they picked up the momentum, and from nowhere all those runs started coming from here and there and everywhere. And in the mid of all that chaos, 122 for 3 in 7.3 overs. 5 runs required in 15. We're talking about this required and that.
Yes, now it is just about when will those 5 runs come. Will it be Rajput or it will be Shah Rukh Khan? Shah Rukh Khan wanted to end this game with some style and some pizzazz there, but couldn't time the ball quite so well. And now RC Dresden looking very ferocious team with batters like Shah Rukh Khan and Azam Rajput. Mind you, he is having a game of sorts. What batting performance by him! What beautiful batting performance by him! It would be such a big boost here. First match and such a comfortable win for them as a Dresden team. Something more add to the misery of the bowlers. It is a no ball. So, and a free hit. Shah Rukh Khan would be needing 4 runs to get this match, and it is a free hit delivery where he can achieve that so well. Yes, and Dresden with a lot of boosted momentum will be really happy to end this game. This time he goes with the grounded route. Shah Rukh Khan and couldn't time the ball quite so well. He just takes a single, gives the ball to bat or the strike to Rajput here. 86 of his 25 deliveries faced. What a knock. And batting quite so well for the Dresden team. It is not just yes, it is a lot about Rajput, but if even we talk about Chakankar, who started off quite so well with that 6, and then and Sandeep Kamboj, yes, he didn't have his day today, but Shah Rukh Khan, a very good cameo by him, played a perfect partner, 19 of 8 with 1 4 and 2 sixes, and Azam Rajput 86 of 25, 11 sixes, the strike rate of 344. Strike rate is in 300, mind you. So some good performance by bat, and they would be loving to continue this momentum. 2 runs more required, and Azam Rajput just clears the cow corners region for a very, very big maximum 92. He would be a bit unhappy. I wouldn't say he would be unhappy, but he would be sad that he didn't get his 100. Nevertheless, a brilliant performance. Talking about the batting of the Dresden team, it was Chakankar who started off well, a sixer of the first ball of this innings. 10 of 5, Sandeep Kamboj 6 of 8, Mustafa Khan got out on a duck, Azam Rajput 92 of 26, 4 fours and 12 sixes, and Shah Rukh Khan, a perfect partner I would say today, 19 of 8, 1 4 and 2 sixes. Talking about the bowling for the Berlin CC, it was Awais Zafar, nearly 2 overs, 1.5 overs for him, 26 runs given and 1 no ball, 3 wides for him. Arman Bukhari, 2 overs 40. He was on a hat trick at a point, but then it was Azam Rajput who just bashed him. Then it was Jitendra Vaishist, 1 wicket, 14 runs. He was quite economical for comparison here. Karan Singh, 1 over 23, and Saddam Gill, 1 over 28. Talking about the extras, there were 4 runs given, and a very, very comfortable win for the RC Dresden team, beating Berlin CC by 7 wickets out there.
Yes, and never looked a target that could be defended by the Berlin CC. The RC Dresden just making in a topsy very too quickly, and almost 13 balls, and not almost, but almost had themselves in trouble when they lost Sandeep Kamboj. But then from there on, Azam Rajput was a brilliant performer, 92 of 26, just carved and made sure that the victory is sculpted for the RC Dresden. Here it is, the end of this match, and we hope to enjoy your company on a next match that we will be covering, and that will be from the Maharaja Trophy, the Maharaja T20 trophy that is going on, and we will be covering the match number 8 between the Mysore Warriors and the Gulbarga Mystics at 5:30 p.m. IST. So we hope to see. Yeah, it's 5:30 p.m. IST. We hope to see you then. Not see you, rather enjoy your company. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being a very, very good sport and in joining in the podcast. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in. This is your commentary team signing off. Catch you next time with more exciting live match.